today I am here with a first impressions of the Earthbody Brighten Cleanser and Mask that I got in this last month's Petit Vor box. And I had mentioned that I was thinking about doing a first impressions and a couple of you guys were interested, so I decided that I would do that. So first off, just some information about the mask. This is the Brighten mask. This is the little card that came with the Petit Vor box with some information on it, and it says, "Age with grace. Brighten is your secret defense against fine lines and tired, dull skin. The miracle workers of mangosteen, guava, and acai align to firm lift and hydrate without depleting essential moisture. Rich in antioxidants, enzymes, and vitamins, Brighten is a daily vinyasa for your face." The nutrient-rich plant powders are a highly effective face wash. Our organic cleanser and mask concentrates, remove dirt, exfoliate skin, balance pH, and tone without harmful preservatives, irritating alcohols, or synthetic ingredients. So you can use this as a cleanser or a mask. To use it as a cleanser, which I'm not going to do today, you would just mix half a teaspoon of the powder with half a teaspoon of water. But to do it as a weekly mask, which I'm going to do today, you will use different ingredients that I'll show you in a few minutes. So my first thought of this mask when I opened it up is kind of funny actually. It smells a little bit like hamster bedding. If you've ever had like a hamster or a rabbit or guinea pig or something like that, and the bedding that usually is in the cages, it kind of smells like that. It says there are 13 plants and 1 clay in here. The clay is Moroccan lava clay, and then there are the 13 plant powders are pumpkin, pomegranate, date, bitter cherry, arrowroot, pineapple, acai, mangosteen, guava, papaya, apple. And then there are 2 essential oils, clary sage and ginger. I sort of expected just from all of that this would smell a little bit more like something. Like it would smell fruity, or I don't know. And it's funny to me that it smells like hamster bedding. That's just what it reminds me of. I haven't had hamsters in many years, but that's what it reminds me of. It's this dull pinkish color looking powder, and this is a pretty big size of a sample. Usually with like mask and stuff you get like a one-time use sample. So, and there is no animal testing, it's 100% plant and clay, gluten-free, non-GMO, and vegan, which is all the information that's at the bottom of this card. So I am going to switch over to a different view so I can mix up the mask ingredients. So on the container, it says to use 1 teaspoon of the Brighten powder, half a teaspoon of water, half a teaspoon of agave nectar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of coconut oil. So when I went and checked my agave, it was actually 3 years expired, so I've got some raw honey here. Usually I would do this as totally vegan with the agave, but I didn't actually have any, and I didn't think to check it before I went to the grocery store, so this is what we got for today. So then I also have this raw 100% organic coconut oil, and then I've got some rose water that I'm going to spray on my face before I apply the mask, because I like to put something as a base sort of before I put anything on my face. So we have a little bowl, and we've got the powder and my cat's face, and then I've got some measuring spoons and something to stir it with. So I'm going to start by just putting a half a teaspoon of water in the bowl, and Jill is going to help apparently. So I have my half a teaspoon of water in the bowl, and now I'm going to add the powder and the rest of the ingredients. So now that I've got all of the ingredients in the bowl, I'm just going to mix it until it's combined. This is a lot more watery than I thought it was going to be. I'm actually going to add a little bit more powder because I don't think that would stay on my face very well. Well, even with a little bit of powder, that it didn't do much, so we'll just have to see how this goes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to dry. So even with all the ingredients mixed the way that the instructions tell you to, it's this thin, watery texture. So hopefully it's okay. Well, here's what we have. Okay, so first I'm going to spray my rose water on my face because it is a little bit dry right now, so I just want to keep it hydrated too, and to help make it easier to spread under my skin, or onto my skin. So I'm going to take this powder, or the mixture, and I'm going to start spreading it on my face. And it feels, there's something in there that's like a granule that's sort of exfoliating. I don't know if that's the clay or if that's one of the plant powders. Trying to use the viewfinder as a mirror. Wow. This is the most colorful mask I definitely have in all of my masks so far. And even covering my whole face, I still have like a good amount of left, so I'm going to try to maybe add some more to other parts of my face. But I don't want to add too much. I don't know. I don't want to add too much. Alright, that's probably good. Do I look crazy? Okay, so I still had probably half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of liquid, of the powder liquid mixture left. So I would probably add a little bit less liquid next time to make it thicker and so that there isn't so much waste, because I don't want to waste it. So the jar that I got didn't say anything about like a recommended time to leave it on your face, so I looked it up on the website. There was a little video that I watched that explained how to use it as a cleanser and a mask, and it said to leave it on 3 to 5 minutes. I don't know if it's supposed to fully dry. It didn't say anything about that. So we'll just have to see. We'll give it 3 to 5, maybe a little bit more. I tend to leave masks on for longer than the recommended time. I like to do that. So we'll see in a couple of minutes where we are. So just while we're waiting too, I can go over some of the other stuff that they've got on the website. So they've got the Brighten cleanser and mask, and the full size is 3.5 ounces and it's $24. And it says the full size comes with 60 uses, so you would get 60 masks or face washes out of it. Well, you'd probably get 60 face washes and then probably 30 masks, since you use twice as much for a mask that you would for a face wash. So they also have two other kinds. They have the Purify cleanser, which is this one in the middle, and then they've got the Replenish cleanser and mask. So the Purify one is the Acne Fighter mask, and the full size of that is 2.8 ounces, which says it has 60 uses again, and then it's $24 as well. And that one is mixed with 20 plants and 1 clay. The clay is French green clay, and the powdered plants would be diatomaceous earth, spirulina, kelp, wheatgrass, carrot, turmeric, lavender, white willow, rhubarb, neem, parsley, strawberry, calendula, burdock, and then it's got some apple cider vinegar, and then essential oils of lemon, lime, bay laurel, cypress, and eucalyptus. So I'm supposed to be on a no-buy, but depending on how I like this mask, I might actually just go out and buy a full size of this and that at the same time, just because, you know me, I love masks, and that one sounds amazing. And that one, I watched the video, you mix that one with flask oil, tea, and lemon juice to use as a mask. And then the Replenish is the last one, and that is gentle. It's a gentle and moisturizing mask, and it says it's a botanical reservoir of finely milled plants, soothing oils, and calming extracts crafted to gently condition dry, sensitive skin. I would like that one too. I have such a hard time when I find something that I like because I want it all. So that one, the full size is 2.5 ounces. It also, again, has 60 uses, 19 plants and 1 clay. And I didn't watch the video for that one, so I don't know how you would, how the mask would work for that one. So far, I can't really feel this doing anything. When I watched the video, it did say that like when you cleanse it, it would just have an exfoliating feel, but it didn't say anything about tingling or feeling like it would dry or anything like that. I don't think it's going to dry, just because of the honey and the coconut oil in there. So this might just be one of those ones that you leave on for a few minutes, let it do its thing, and then you just rinse it off as it's still wet. Well, here's a question I can ask while we're waiting. When you do a mask, do you like to feel it working, or do you like ones that don't have any sensation at all? Like, I've got a few that will tingle when you first put it on, or it will give sort of like a, I don't want to say like a burning sensation, but it's, you know, you can feel it doing something to your skin, and then after a couple minutes it will subside. And then I've also got others that you don't really feel it doing anything. So I'm just curious which mask type you prefer. Do you prefer to feel it as it's working, like tingling, burning, that kind of thing, or do you prefer to like be gentle and not feel anything at all? Because this one definitely is gentle and I don't feel it at all. So I've had it on now, I think about 6 minutes. I'm tempted to keep leaving it on longer just because I like to do that. I might turn the camera off and leave it on a few extra minutes just to see what happens. So I'm going to do that actually. I'm going to turn the camera off and I'll probably be back in another 5 to 10-ish minutes and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've had this on probably around roughly 20 minutes now, and I'm going to wash it off and then I will come back after I have done that. Okay, so I rinsed it off with warm water and then I patted it dry, and I really like the way that my skin feels right now. It feels really smooth because there were some sort of like larger flecks of something in there that when you're massaging it off your face in the warm water, it sort of gently exfoliates. It's nothing harsh at all. It just sort of feels like, well, it's one of the plant powders is definitely a little bit chunkier, so it acts as a gentle exfoliation as you're either cleansing or you're washing it off from the mask. And in the viewfinder, I definitely feel like it did brighten my skin. In real life, it's a little bit harder to notice, but I do feel like it worked into my skin, and I do feel like it made a difference in the tone and texture and the just all natural look of it. It does feel moisturized, so it doesn't feel like tight or dry like sometimes clay masks can when you're done with them. A lot of times when I use a clay mask, if it's really harsh, I'll have to use a hydrating mask afterwards to sort of bring back some hydration into my face. I don't feel that way with this one at all. It just feels smooth and it feels nice, and I definitely will probably be picking up all 3 of those masks in the next couple of days, if not right after I make this video, just because I'm obsessed with masks. If I find one that's fantastic, I just can't help myself. So I really like this one, and I think that this would be good even to use more than once a week, because it's very gentle. It's not harsh at all. There would probably be no reason that you can't use this maybe 2 or 3 times a week if you really want to, but I really like it. It obviously is going to do nothing for like my acne or anything, but you know, if it's a brightening mask, maybe over time it will help lighten some of these spots that I still have. The regimen that I'm using now is helping getting rid of some of these spots, but maybe this will help more. I don't know. I know that I really like it, and I think that it would definitely be worth picking up for somebody who is looking for something moisturizing and brightening and gentle and exfoliating all at the same time. Considering they do have a more gentle, I mean, this is pretty gentle as it is, but the other mask that was suited more for gentle and moisturizing is made with aloe vera and milk thistles, so it's got more moisturizing ingredients in it. So if you've got gentle skin, if you've got, this one says it's age defense, so more mature skin, or if you have acne prone skin, they've got 3 masks that would probably work really well for you. And I'll be picking up all 3, so My first impression is I really like it. It does smell a little weird, but you know, I mean, it's plants, so it's gonna smell a little funky. I mean, it's not that it smells funky, it just smells like hamster bedding, but it didn't, you know, once it's on your face, it doesn't smell like that. Once it's mixed, it doesn't really smell like that, especially with the honey and the coconut oil. So I hope that you like this video, and if you would like me to do more of these kinds of videos where I try out a product every month from the Petit Vour box, let me know, and I will probably keep on doing them if you guys like seeing these kinds of videos. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.